Cyril Desires could be coming. Looks as though the deal is done. Rangers now getting their business done quite early.
Yeah, I think, listen, any manager will tell you they'd love to have all their players in place for pre-season. I think Rangers started back today, if I'm correct. So they're back today. And you want as many players as you possibly can for going on your pre-season trip, because the manager wants to get all these points across. You don't want to be going to lastminute.com, which sometimes can happen financially and whatever. And there's certain players you can allow that to happen with, because they know the role they're going to play. I'm sure Michael wanted many bodies. What has he got? 6, 8 or saying since he started.
Six this summer.
Six in the summer. So you'll want to make sure that they go and understand what it is to play for Rangers first and foremost. And that's difficult at first, because you don't realise the pressure that comes along with that. And then getting them together with another group of players, because there is a big mixture now. Used to be 20 boys in the squad for Scotland. Now all of a sudden it's all over the world. We had a couple of foreigners in it later in my career, and all of a sudden it changes everything, because you're want to look after them, you want to go and visit them in a hotel, they don't want to maybe sitting in their house themselves, so you've got to try and get all that mixture to make sure that their wives, their kids, everybody's happy. So there's a lot goes to building a football team, and I think that's why Michael's trying to get it done as quick as he possibly can.
How big do you feel this season is going to be for Michael Beale and for Brendan Rodgers?
It's always massive. That never changes. As I say, you've got to finish first. That's it. And then play well. Everybody will accept you playing well. Disappointed, but as I say, you've got to finish first. And there's pressure on both for different reasons. And sometimes the Michael one comes down because he's had the period there. The pressure's on Brendan because the way he left the last time, and people keep bringing that up. And then I think we should be delighted we've got somebody of his quality coming back. That's what I think. And it's going to be interesting to see Michael now starting the race at the beginning. Then there can be no excuses for anyone. You say, well, this is okay, that we've put everything in place, this is what the team we've selected, this is the players that I've brought in. And then everybody looks and listen, somebody's tactical. As I said, I was really impressed with Raskin and Cantwell, which we knew Cantwell for a while, but I was impressed with the signings. And if these boys keep bringing in signings like that, I'm sure the Rangers fans will be delighted.
There's an update, Peter, in the last few minutes. Rangers have agreed a deal in principle for Cyril Desires to come from Cremonese. They were in Serie A, they went down to B, and he is coming. It's pretty much done then, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've seen him a few times last year, because I was interested in watching young big Jack Henry playing, and it was difficult because they were mostly on the back foot because they were going to be getting relegated, and it's very, very difficult for a striker. But what you hear is they say, he's a centre forward who likes to play the channels and run the channels to get in the box between defenders. So I think Rangers need that anyway, because if you've got number 10s, as I say, they've got quite a lot of them, you need the game stretch to create that space. So you'd have to get someone who's want to get in the box. And listen, I keep getting back to, I like Cholak. I know Rangers maybe.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Sometimes players are not great in the eye when you're doing training and everything, things break down on them. But the one thing I can say about that boy, every time I've seen him, he looks a threat. He looks a threat, and his goal scoring record is excellent. And maybe that becomes a player, because listen, you can't just go with one number 9. That's for sure. And unfortunately, it's the most difficult place to get, and they're the ones that cost you the most money.